Before I had cancer, I had long blonde hair. It was beautiful. It was down to my back. I could do everything with it. I loved it. I loved my long, beautiful blonde hair. But as you can see, after chemotherapy, now I have gray, curly hair that I absolutely hate. And if one more person tells me that they like my hair, I'm probably going to lose it. So today I am going to tell you why I think we all need to stop commenting on other people's appearances. Today is a cancer rant, so get ready. This morning I was at the cancer center, and usually I love going to the cancer center. Most of the nurses are so kind and so polite and so respectful. But since radiation ended just over a month ago, I was at the cancer center every day for radiation, and now I've had appointments every single week, and that's going to slowly transition to once a month, and hopefully once every 2 months. But anyway, I'm at the cancer center a lot. But today I was just feeling especially sensitive about how I look. And one of the nurses said to me, she said, "I love your hair." And I said, "Thanks, I hate it." And she said, "Well, you just have to be thankful for what you have." And she just kept on walking. And I was surprised that that's what she said to me, because I feel like most of the time oncology nurses know what to say and what not to say to cancer patients. And today it just kind of struck a nerve with me, and I wanted to just talk about this topic. And I don't know why this topic is so sensitive to me right now. Maybe it's because I've been a lot more aware of people commenting about my appearance. I honestly think that pre-cancer Rebecca would have made a comment about someone's post-cancer hair growth. If you've said something about my hair, if you've made a comment about my hair, that's cool. No hard feelings at all, because I know that most of the time those comments come out of a place of genuine care and concern and love. But I think there's a better way to engage in a conversation with someone. So today I want to share a few things that you can say, a few ways to start a conversation with someone who may be coming out of cancer treatment and not looking like their old self. I've also discovered that I am not the only person who feels like this. It's actually very, very common to experience very similar feelings. So at first I thought I was just being really sensitive about my appearance, but then I realized this is a bigger issue that needs to be talked about. So that's why I'm talking about it today, right here on our YouTube channel. Let's talk about my hair. Let's talk about the choices that I've made in relation to my appearance since being diagnosed with cancer. First of all, I loved my long hair. I never, ever, ever wanted short hair. Some women love short hair. I loved long hair because it was easy for me to take care of. It was fun. I could do a lot of things with my long hair. So I in no way chose this hairdo. I also loved my blonde hair, and in no way would I choose to dye my hair this color. So this is not me. When I look at myself in the mirror, I see someone who is not myself. This is not me. I feel like I'm trapped in an alien body. And so when people make comments about my appearance, it actually makes me feel worse instead of making me feel better. When someone says to me, "I like your hair," then the only option I can give that's even remotely honest is to say thanks, because I am thankful that my hair is growing back. Usually my response isn't thanks, because being thankful for my hair is not the first thing that comes to my mind. Usually my response is, "Oh, I hate it." But I found that what happens then is people feel like they need to keep talking about my hair as if it's their job to try to change my mind about how I feel, about how I look. Usually someone says, "Hey, I like your hair." And I say, "Oh, I hate it." And then they say something like, "Oh, don't worry, it'll grow back." Well, yeah, of course, I know it's going to grow back, but it's still short. And then they'll say, "Oh yeah, the gray color is so in right now. Like, a lot of young kids are dyeing their hair gray." Well, great. I didn't want to dye my hair gray. It came back gray. I have no control over the matter. And then they'll say, "Well, you can always dye it." True, I can dye it, but this is like brand new baby hair. Would you like dye the hair of your 3-month-old child blonde? No, you wouldn't. I need to protect this hair that my body is working really hard to to grow. So when you say, oh, it'll grow back. Well, thanks, I know. Or you can always diet. It's like, thanks, I also know that, but I'm not going to do that at this point. When I look in the mirror, I see short, ugly gray hair. And you're not going to change what I see in the mirror. That's what I see. I see tired eyes because the last 10 months of my life have been beyond stressful. And frankly, I'm exhausted. I see a face that is still bloated and swollen. I see an extra 10 pounds that I'm carrying around my waist because of hormone treatments and because I'm retaining water and because my body's going through all of these changes that, once again, I have no control over. Commenting on how people look after cancer treatment only makes us feel worse. And for me personally, like, I spent 6 months hiding in this safe cocoon of my house. And so when you comment on someone's appearance after cancer treatment, it makes us want to retreat back home, back to that safe cocoon, that safe space where no one was commenting about how we looked. What can you say to someone who might be struggling with some body issues after cancer treatment, or really after going through any hard thing where you have a drastic change in your physical appearance? First, make the conversation about the person that you're talking to, not about yourself. So when you say, I love your hair, that is a comment about how you feel. It's not a comment about how I feel. So that's a comment that is directed towards yourself, not towards me. So you can say, it's so good to see you. How are you? Ask me how I am. I'm going to tell you. You could also say, how are you feeling? Once again, a great question to ask us. I know that you have been through so much with surgery and radiation and chemotherapy. I would love to buy you a drink. When can I get on your calendar? That's a great conversation starter right there. Or how about this one? How are your kids doing? Can they come over and play with my kids for a couple hours? Or, since this is Hike Like a Woman, hey, do you want to meet me at such and such a trailhead on Saturday morning at 9? I would love to catch up with you. Or, hey, I'm taking my kids swimming at noon. Do you want to join us? How simple is that? But that would make anyone in my shoes feel really good. I would caution you against commenting about somebody's appearance, but if you feel like you really, really want to comment about their appearance, here's what you say. You look good. How are you feeling? Right? This is a great thing to say if you're going to comment about our appearance, because I can ignore the part about looking good and I can tell you how I'm feeling. Now, if you've made a comment about someone's appearance after they've been through cancer treatment, it's cool. We still love you. We know that it comes out of a place of kindness, but do me a favor and let's change how we're talking to people. Share this video with your friends. Share it with someone who's going through cancer treatment right now so that they can prepare for this phase of their cancer experience, and so they can pass this video along to their friends and family after they're done with active treatment. Thanks so much for letting me chat about this topic with you today. If you want more cancer stuff, let me know. It's not something I want to talk about all the time, but I do think that there are certain times when it can be really valuable to talk about these things publicly. Thanks so much, and I will see you out on the trails.